What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy Chris back again with another Ones to Watch Market Watch for this week. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying these YouTube videos that I've been making. The viewership seems like it's crazy, you know, getting over 250 viewers like every single video that I've been doing. So that's really good, man. Let's get into this Market Watch. As per usual, the format we like to do in these Market Watches, we're going to go through what's going on in the market. We're going to take an update on my team, my coins, what have I been doing. We're going to take a look at some investments, what you guys potentially put your coins into. And we could take a look at a couple trading methods as well, and maybe some outlook into this week. So I am recording this on the Tuesday night. We have one more drop tomorrow for Wednesday for the UCLs. And I'll tell you what we did get today is we got UCL marquee matchups like we were expecting. What ended up happening on those is that Bayern players went to 10K because the lack of Bayern players, the Bayern goal players, there's a lack of them. And Barca, Inter, and Spurs players kind of stayed all around the like 13 to 1800 range. In terms of like a sniping filter, you guys can literally snipe every one of these players besides Bayern players. I've tried with Bayern and it's literally impossible. So for you guys, maybe like getting on bids on these Barca or Inter or Spurs players could be, you know, idea for you guys to maybe make a couple hundred coins per card. Let me know how that works out for you. I don't know if it's, you know, impossible. I haven't tried with the other three. But this is my team. You know, so far, it's just going to be a cheap Premier League team until we kind of hit Thursday, which is when I think I'm going to... I don't know what I want to do with this team because this is definitely not going to be my team for a weekend league. I'm definitely not going to use Sar. I'm not going to use Pulisic. The midfield may stay the same, but I might have to upgrade this to like a big boy. The center backs I would definitely need to upgrade. Ricardo Pereira can stay, and I'd probably get Robertson for the team. So I don't know when I want to do that because I definitely don't want to do it on Thursday. That's when the market's going to really go up. So we'll figure it out. I bought a couple of these players for investments as well. If you guys saw, Vardy is supposed to be getting an inform. So I decided to buy his gold card, 25,500. His max is like 42k, so I think this card could rise maybe to about 31, 32k out of packs. James Madison's inform, I bought at 14,000 coins. He's English. He's got some decent stats as well, like 78 pace, 78 shooting, 84 passing, 82 dribbling. I would say this is a pretty good investment for you guys for Team in Week 2. Should rise either this Thursday or next Thursday, and that's probably when you can offload them. The back four, don't really want to talk about too much. Pretty much a lot of pacey players. Ricardo Pereira could also get a Team of the Week, and I also heard that Ndombele could potentially get a Team of the Week as well. And I bought that at 7.5k. So I basically bought this team not as like an investment team, but only a couple players in there really go into an investment squad. If we take a look at the Team of the Week, and I actually am going to go on to Fuppin while doing this, because it's much easier to show you guys prices through the Team of the Weeks. We're going to talk about some investments, who I like, who I dislike. There's not really many players that I don't like. There's not many players that I don't like in this team. Atal, if you can get him under 25k, I would say yes, that's pretty good. And the reason you might think I'm crazy for saying a 25k for an 81 left winger. Here's the problem with this card, okay? Or here's the reason why I'm saying that. Is because he's got 5-star weekly, he's got 4-star skills, he's got a lot of pace, right? He's got some decent dribbling. Everything's above 70 on this card. What also is a big factor in this card is that the lack of left wings after Neymar is huge. So a guy like Atal is going to rise a lot because if somebody wants another option besides Neymar, if they can afford a 700k card, they're going to go and buy the next cheapest option if they want to make a Ligue 1 team. Same thing with, where is he? Ninja on the bottom here. 95 pace and 80 shooting, 84 physical. That's a hidden gem right there. That's, what is he, 10,000 coins? 12,000? I mean, you can't go wrong with buying him at 12k, putting him in your club and seeing what happens with him. Cresswell, for SBCs wise, left backs always, fullbacks in general always go up to at least 15, 20k minimum out of packs. So these will do well. Kolarov should do well out of packs as well. I look around under 15. For an 84 left back, it's going to take some time for him to get up there. But once the SBC does drop that is needed for him, bam, that card flies. Brozovic, same thing. Now, I don't know if he's going to be usable in people's teams. The pace is kind of off. The rest of the stats on the card is good, but I don't know how many people will use him. He's a safe buy at 13 under. William Jose at under 12 is pretty good. Coutinho, I wouldn't touch. He's already on his way up. De Bruyne, I think, will rise out of packs. Something to consider with De Bruyne as well. Usually when cards get their second inform, the previous inform will get panic sold. But I just heard today that De Bruyne has a groin injury. And groin injuries kind of take a little bit of time to heal. So I think De Bruyne is pretty much safe for you guys out of packs. Maybe hits like 620, 610, something around there. Try to get him around 530-ish. Trent under 90k seems good out of packs. The only concern here is the amount of right backs in the Premier League. You have Ricardo Pereira, you have Cancelo, Walker, Wan-Bissaka, Bellerin. Like, you have a lot of good options in the Premier League. So I would just be careful with this card. But I think 90k and under, you can't really go wrong with him. He's not dropped below 80k all week. Orban, pretty good. 11k, can't go wrong. Lecomte, I think, as a kind of mix of an SBC and a guy that is going to get used in teams. Because if you think about, like, the teams everyone's rocking, it's all these French teams, right? So they want those French center backs like Lucas Hernandez, Lenglet, Varane. Like, those kind of French center backs, I see so many teams using them. So Lecomte is actually a keeper because if you look at the market, there's actually not that many French keepers besides Hugo Lloris. You have Mandanda, you have Areola. But other than that, you don't really have that many French keepers. So, in general, this card should do well at a packs. He's 84 overall. He's 11k. Nothing can go wrong for you guys with that investment. So, I would stay away from Thiago Silva. And that's really it in terms of the team of the week. So, let's move on. Thuram is another one under 17 is brilliant. I think he can do the same trend as Malin from the first team of the week. In terms of the ones to watch, I told you guys to buy these on Thursday. They have a price that they just keep going down. Which is, I mean, to be fair, I kind of expected it to go down. If you look at Monday, he was chilling. Yeah, they're chilling around like 27 to 30k every day. They're just going to stay around their same prices, if not dip a little bit more. Until Thursday, when you can kind of snipe them during rewards. That is a good time to buy them, in my opinion. These cards throughout the week, no one wants to use them because they could just go buy their gold card for pretty much half the price, and if not, you know, 70-80% cheaper than their golds, or cheaper than their ones to watch cards. So they're gonna go use the gold instead. They're not really gonna use the ones to watch if they don't have a good performance. Like, if Lukaku has a good performance, yes, you're gonna see a rise on the card, but these are cards you could trade with throughout the week. Get them on their lows, sell them on their highs. You know, look at their graphs. I'll make a personal video of how to properly flip once we get more special cards and where we see more fluctuations, because I know the gold market really well, but I want to wait for special cards to come out because then it really gets fun after that. So that's kind of flipping. Another thing you guys can do in terms of like a trading method. Now this is kind of like, this has to do a little bit with flipping, almost like buying them when they get low, is going into these like little hybrid leagues, hibernations, League of Nation hybrid. You go the whole 9 yards SBC. And this, you don't even have to do that one. It could just be any of them. Look at the ones that have like a decent amount of likes. So this guy's got 7 likes on him, right? What you're going to do is you're actually going to look at cards that are lower for that particular hour. So if you ever want to know how to see if a card is low, look here for the price trend. So this one right here, it says price trend in the last hour, minus 8.70%, minus 200 coins. Which means that he's lower 200 coins than he was an hour ago. If you look at his graph last night, or yesterday, he was about 2.5k, he went as low as 2,000 and went all the way up to about 3.3 at times. He went as low when I was on stream earlier today at 1,900. You're pretty safe at buying this card at 1,900 or 18, whatever you want, and selling them at 2.4 overnight, which is a good quick 300-400 coin profits per card. It's just little stuff like that you can use just to make sure, like, if the card is low on a certain hour. Lamela, I'm sure, probably does the same trend. If you look at his graph yesterday, at times he goes to under 18, it goes upwards of 2.2, even upwards of 2.4. So just look at stuff like that with the SBC cards. Like I said, you can go to the active challenges, go to the advanced solutions, and then find the cards there. In terms of the actual market, what have I been doing? And we're going to kind of get into what's going to go on tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah, so we hit the 10-minute mark on the video, but what I've been doing is a lot of, like I told you guys, I've been doing so much gold trading. It's crazy. All of these Neuers I got when he was low on a certain night at like 47, 48K. I was stoked because the next morning I woke up and that was a 25K profit for 4 cards. These Dybalas, man, I've been flipping these cards like crazy. Every time he goes under 105, I'm selling them at 115, 113, depending on what price I get them at. These Insignes I bought at 55 and under, all sold for 65 and 63.5. These Lacazettes, again, when they get low at 104, 103, I'm picking them up. So it's just a lot of gold stuff, man. Like, the gold trading is a lot of fun at the moment, but I'm just waiting for that. Just waiting for those special cards to come out, because that's when the real fun gets going, because you're trading with cards that are over 100K every time, which is fun. It's very fun. You get the adrenaline going. I've been attempting to trade with some icons lately. I'll kind of make a video on how to icon trade. As you can see, I bought this card at 104. He's got a hunter on him. I'm just going to keep listing him. I'm going to see if I can sell him at 115. If he doesn't sell the next hour, I'll list him overnight, because I am recording this at a late point on the night. In terms of a couple like trading tips for you guys, I have a couple of low budget filters that you guys can use, and one of these is going to be good until Thursday. Is going to be the Super League Silver cards. So the Super League Silvers are actually easier to snipe than a lot of other filters. These cards are over 1,000 coins, and you could snipe them pretty much at like 600-700 coins. They come up quite a bit. You're making about 200-300 coins a card. I think that's pretty effective for you guys, because if you snipe out, say you snipe like 10 in the first like 2 minutes, and you sell them all for 300 coins profit, you're making 3,000 coins every 2 minutes, which is equivalent to, I believe, you know, 180K in an hour. So, or no, it's like 90K in an hour. My fucking math, dude. So, that's a pretty good method to use. I mean, you'll see them come up for 300-400 a card. Easy profits, man. So that's one filter that works for you guys. Another one, I think I'm going to use 2 filters actually to show you guys. It's going to be left backs in general. It's going to be Argentine left backs. Because they go into the SBCs, they get, you know, they obviously get low at times. Like this Moss card goes to like 1800. You could flip them for 2.4, 2.5 at times. But I would snipe these left backs because you have Ansaldi, you have Moss, you have a couple other, you know, left backs as well. It's a decent filter to use. Yeah, it should be like, you know, 400 or 500 coins profit every time. And then also you go with the French left backs as well. There's so many different filters right now. It's actually ridiculous, like the amount of coins that are being made off of low budget filters. Don't look at just at like snipes. Also look at bids, especially late night, because if they, and also bidding when the market is low for a particular card is also a very good way of making coins. Because if the market sees that this card is 1300, but in a couple hours later you know he goes to 16, 1700, and the market sees that, they're gonna back off when they see a 1,000 coin bid, or they'll see an 1,100 coin bid, because they can't make any more profit. So, you know, as long as you're not getting somebody that is, you know, I don't even know what I was about to say, to be honest with you, because I just got distracted. My other Dybala just sold with a Hunter card. That means that Dybala's price is actually pretty high at the moment, so I probably listed a little bit lower. But 115, I just bought him at 104. You guys saw that. That's kind of like the perks of kind of gold trading. Like a couple hours ago, I bought him at 104 and 100, and I sold both for 113 and 115. It's a nice, you know, 12, 14K profit between the two. So that's kind of like stuff that I've been doing recently. Sorry that I lost my train of thought on the French left back filter, but in terms of like that bidding filter, like if you can bid at like 1,000 coins, 1,100 when the market's low, then yeah, people are going to back off. They're not going to be able to make any profit on those cards. So those are a couple different sniping filters you guys can use for trading tips. I'll obviously get into some more trading tips every single market watch we're going to do. It's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes long. I hope you guys can enjoy all of them. In terms of what is going to happen in the market tomorrow, it's all dependent on the content. The reason why I say this is because we do have, you know, we kind of have some momos working at EA Sports over here, and they've decided to release the Champions League cards in packs, and they obviously took them out a couple hours later, but they replaced the ones to watch card with the Champions League cards. Good job, EA Sports. So yeah, these cards, I would say stay away from them until tomorrow, until, 1 p.m. Whatever they decide to do with these cards. Because here's the reason why. Like, after this week, I don't think UCL is on for another 3 weeks. Because the international break is, I think, next week or 2 weeks after. So we still, we have a good amount of time before the Champions League comes out. If they don't release UCL Blues tomorrow, what you're going to see is you're going to see the market shoot up tomorrow. And then it's just going to keep going up and up and up until Thursday rewards. If you guys have any investments, if you guys have any card that you guys have been waiting to sell on the Thursday of the first weekend league, make sure you're selling that card 12 hours after rewards. You don't want to sell at the 8 a.m. UK time because that's when a lot of people are still getting their coins. The market needs some time to kind of go up. You'll see an initial, bounce up on a couple cards, but for the most part, the market will just keep going up every single hour. So the later you sell, the better on Thursday. So like I said, with the UCL Blue cards, if they don't release them tomorrow, you'll see the market fly. You'll see everyone buying their teams back. You'll see no one, because people will buy with no concern. There's no concern after that. If they don't release them by 3 p.m. tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, then you know they're not going to just release the UCL Blues anytime soon until after the international break. So if they do release the Blues, though, what's going to happen is the gold cards of those players is going to drop. And if it's a repeatable, say they do a repeatable SBC like they did last year, where they gave you like the untradeable like 3-player pack or the 2-player pack, whatever it could be, you're going to see a lot of golds tank. And then those cards will probably rebound by Thursday. I don't think it's like EA Sports to release an SBC on a Wednesday and then make it, because usually it's done by the Thursday. That's usually when the UCL content kind of stops on the Thursday because of the Europa League. So let's see what happens tomorrow, man. I'm hoping kind of that the market really doesn't drop tomorrow. Although it is a good market to buy into because those cards definitely will rebound once people realize that the blue cards are the same cards. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video today. Can we hit like 30 likes on the video? The viewership's been crazy on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube. It's been crazy. I know this 17-18 minute video for you guys. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys in a video soon. Peace.